Good morning, everybody. Oren J here with another War of the Visions video, and it is dark and early on Monday morning, and I guess I don't know exactly how many more dark and early Monday and Wednesday morning videos we're going to have. These dark and early videos might get different as the great server alignment happens. Either way, big news day today outside of the producer's letter that I already did a whole video on. There's a ton of content dropping this week, and be ready for a lot of content, really big patches, and more than likely extended maintenance every Wednesday from now until the great server alignment happens. Now, there is going to be maintenance this Tuesday night. Again, if the game goes live at 3 a.m., I would be surprised. At normal go live time, these patches are all going to be weird, and most importantly, every patch that we get from now until the server alignment thing happens, the patches are going to be different than the JP patches, and in the past that has meant extended maintenance, so extra Visior for us, which we will need, but also probably a little bit of extra downtime if you're somebody who plays right at server reset. Can't promise that, just that's my guess. So first version of server maintenance this Tuesday. Now, it is Final Fantasy V collaboration week, month, however long they're going to run this thing. It is dropping, well, month plus, from the 19th to the 22nd of next month. Either way, it's starting out with Bartz, Lenna, and Love for Hiryu. Now, Barts is a 100 cost free unit, so our second free 100 cost unit here on the global side. This one will cost you a little bit more to build than Addison Ray did, but Barts is a great unit, and he's another free light unit, making light even more free to play accessible at a high level. This guy is a great unit. I'll have his preview video out tomorrow, but we're also getting Lenna and Love for Hiryu this week. So briefly, Lena, what the heck, man, dark and early videos. If these ever totally go away, you guys are going to miss my mistranslating of everything. Either way, Lena here, I can't do it, Lenna, Princess of Tycoon, she's a healer, sword sorcerer, green mage. Her limit break is a diamond-shaped AoE heal, recovers HP large of allies, and bestows protect and shell. Very good heal, very powerful. Princess's Prayer, this is a medium HP heal, once again in that diamond-shaped AoE that increases physical and magical damage, so that's really powerful as well. And then Tycoonian Defense, 3 times already? Wow. Increase own chance of being targeted, or decrease own chance at 4 times. Decrease own chance of being targeted, and significantly raises spirit of allies within area around self for 3 turns. Really a good spirit buff right here, and it drops her hate, which is important for healers. Now, Bartz, here's your free guy, World Wayfarer, Martialist, and Viking. He is a frontline attacker. His limit break lowers target slash resist, then deals large damage, and lowers AP consumption slash rages damage of Blade Blitz for 3 turns. Speaking of Blade Blitz, this lowers AoE resist of targets within range, so a way of debuffing AoE resist, that's useful. Then it deals damage medium, and then Defiant Courage, self buff, raises own slash attack piercing rate for 3 turns, and bestows additional effect, remove protect and shell, then deals non-elemental damage minimum and does not affect chains to attacks of allies within area around self, excluding self, shape, diamond, and range 3, range height 1 for 3 turns, max 3. There's a lot going on here. So he gets slash attack resist piercing rate for 3 turns, and when he hits, he gets a follow-up attack that removes shell, deals a bit of damage. We'll talk a lot more about his skill in the preview for him. He has a courage that, or he has a move that gives him slash attack pin and follow-up attack damage. Really good right here. Dispels buffs. Okay, Love for Hiryu. Our free guy here gets a vision card as well, Love for Hiryu. This is not free. You're going to have to pull for this if you want it. It's very good. Man-Eater physical attack, okay. Elemental chain resist up and accuracy up. Elemental chain resist up, don't sleep on how good this is. We have a use like Dialdo who have this right now. It makes him really hard to kill. Even if the enemy team is lining up elemental attacks, if you resist the chain, hey, that's pretty nice. Then you get attack accuracy up on the bestowed effect. And for Lenna, Bartz, and Ferris only, a global upgrade. We don't have a ton of these left, so here's one. Area attack resist up and agility up. They're going to send us out with a banger for this one on global upgrades. So there we go. There will be bingo boards for all of them, bingo boards for the vision card. There's a little thing about their classes. There'll be the big bridge. Now, Chocobo Expedition getting a buff this week. More on that here in a minute, but you will be able to farm shards for them there, and potentially a lot more shards coming from Chocobo Expedition immediately. immediately. This could be an important buff for people trying to build stuff for free. We'll talk about it. So here we go. Final Fantasy V collaboration campaigns. What are we getting for campaigns right here? Login bonus. The Visior is going up to 2,500 for this week. Shards for Lenna right there. Get some, I need burst pots in the worst way possible. We got some Mind Spheres, scrolls, some pull tickets on days 4 and 5. Yellow Shardless ×3. I love getting some yellow Shardless, especially during limited things like collaboration. Now, if you want to take full advantage of your Shardless, do remember we have more coming for this collaboration. Probably next week. It depends on how quickly they're releasing everything, but we got another unit dropping for this as well. Okay, challenge mission. So there's going to be a special challenge mission here where we'll get Heart Quartz Red, Awakening Purpose, Fragments of Thought, and Event Medals. There will be a milestone campaign. So from the 19th to the 22nd, by clearing all the missions, you'll get 40 unit shards of each of the units. So there are 40 shards farmable. Don't miss out on those if you're building. Whimsy Shop guaranteed. That's pretty standard stuff. And moving on, version upgrade celebration. Here is one of the new things coming to the game, this dust. So let's go look at it. Let's talk about it a little bit. Here's our extra login bonus. We're going to get Truststone Shine Sand. I guess I called it dust. It's sand. This is a different kind of thing, and I'm not exactly sure what it does or how it works yet, but we'll try to figure it out. Either way, we're going to get some with a blossom and a little bit of scrolls, so that's kind of nice. Item drop double up campaign from Hard Quest, so shard double up for your unit shards this week. That's a big deal. Whimsy Shop encounter up. Okay. Arena ×5 campaign. Very nice. Free match ×5 campaign. Now the arena ×5 and free match ×5 start on the 24th, not this Wednesday. The 24th is next Monday. So during this patch period, but a week from today's video. Okay, Final Fantasy V event quest starting on the 19th. Starter quests for both Lenna and Barts. There they are. EX quest for their missions is going to give us a farmable sword and a farmable staff. So Liberty's Edge and the Majesty of Tycoon, we'll be able to farm those out. I'll talk more about those in the preview video. And then normal stuff in the shops. Like there's going to be an event shop like always. You'll be able to farm medals, trade those medals in for things. I'll review that on patch day if you want to know what I think is good from there. I'm trying to not make this video super long. I already have another 20-minute video that came out this morning, and we got more to talk about. So class match. Oh, if you weren't already satisfied, here you go. Class match coming out 19th through the 26th. We're going to get map updates for Friendly Map and Arena as well. So here's Arena map update. Let's start at the top. Arena is going to Graveyard 1. This will be on the 24th when the medal campaign start. Unit attack resist up is going to be the effect. Not a ton there. Just get to play this map with unit effect resist up and use whatever element you want to without other elements having an advantage, really. So free match going to be Graveyard 1 as well. Friendly match on the 19th is going to get Mountain Road 1 added to it. And then class match. So class match Grand Season 3 Verse of the Moonstone starting in 2 days. So special title standard class match stuff right here. The map is going to be Mountain Road 1 with a mobilize and disable nullified. Cost limit 270. Is it just units? Party formation collective cost of units 270. Really not that limiting. If you're running 200 cost units, you can still throw in a UR 70 cost, or if you're not using 100 cost URs, you can really get mix and matchy. You got a lot of options here for this class match. Not super limiting with the unit cost there. Okay, just more about class match there. Let's just throw it to the bottom and go to the next thing. All right, Transcendence, function updates, and more. So here's a big one. Changes to the cost of vision cards. We'll talk about that. Some Transcendence units added. Truststone Shine Sand. We'll talk about that. A map effect selection function for friendly match. Guys, this almost makes me want to just begin Friday Night Fights again, maybe on a different day. I'll talk to my people and see what kind of works for them. But we are getting map selection effects added for friendly matches. It's the biggest deal for for the private PvP scene. It's a huge deal. And so let me digest that. If you have thoughts about this one, get in my Discord and let me know. I'm very excited about this for the potential return of Friday Night Fights. Anyway, Guild Battle Proxy 15 times a month, high-speed expedition using an item in the Chocobo thing. We'll talk about that. And then a ticket is purchasable with no limit from a shop. So let's go. Changes to the cost of vision cards that have limited party abilities with job activation requirements. So job-based vision cards are getting easier to use in cost-limited situations. If it was a 70 cost before, it is now a 60 cost. So this is cards that did not have an ability attached to them, right? And then if they did have an ability attached to them, they were 80 cost, they are now 70 cost. So in true cost limited building, where vision cards, elements, or vision cards, espers, and units all count, the cost of job-based vision cards getting cheaper by 10. Nice buff for job-based vision cards in that game mode. Units eligible for Transcendence. Obviously, our Final Fantasy V units are on here, but we are getting Fina, Katia, and Grace. So 3 pretty popular, at least, especially for Fina and Grace, MR units added there. We'll talk about those in the preview. And then next, here's a new item coming to the game. Trusted Shine Sand is here. So what does this do? When enhancing additional abilities, replace stress stones with this item. All right, so you know when you're leveling up your passives or your additional abilities for whatever you want to call it, for your trust stones, and you end up, and what you do is consume other trust stones that you made. Like you make your UR trust stone, you equip that to the gear, and then you make a ton of green and blue trust stones, and you use those to level up the skill. Now, I believe you'll be able to use this Shine Sand instead of that, which, if it's very easily accessible, will be easier to do than just click, 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 like, okay, now I'm going to level up this move. Click, 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 click. Oh, I just selected a bajillion green ones. Okay, level it up. And it's already better than it was. Like, back when these first came out, you had to select so many more old trust stones to level up your passive. So that's just getting easier. It's another upgrade to the trust stone system that is a nice one, I think. Let's see how easy or hard it is to get this stuff. Anyway, okay, so here's the picture of what they look like. We've got small, medium, large, and extra large. New additional abilities are not obtainable through Trust Stone Shine Sand. This is just for leveling them up. So here's the screen. Previously, like I said, you'd be selecting Trust Stones. Now you can swap this to Shine Sand and select those instead. Okay, Guild Metal Exchange Shop Exchange Rate. It's hard to say the word exchange twice in the same sentence. That close. Anyway, so what are we getting here? 10 guild medals will get you 1 XL's Trusted Shine Sand. All right, that's neat. So there's how one way you could get them. And there's no limit to how much you could get. Item exchange shop exchange rate. Oh boy. So you can trade up as well. 5 large for 1 XL, 5 medium for a large, 5 small for a medium, so on and so forth. No limit there. Exchange rate for Trust Stone shards to Trust Stone Shine Sand. Now, this is where it becomes easier to build the stuff. So previously, if you had, let's say, in or are Trust Stone shards, what you would do is instead of exchanging them, you would just build the Trust Stones and then use them for the thing. Now you could trade those Trust Stone shards for Shine Sand, probably in massive quantities, and then trade the Shine Sand up, or just, you know, have it be small and medium and just select a bunch of it on a slider. So no exchange limit. UR shards cannot be traded, which is good, and then Trust Stone Shine Sand cannot be exchanged for shards. You can't reverse swap it. Okay, so overall I say that's a good addition. Okay, here's a good one. Addition of a map effect selection function in Friendly Match. Maps and map effects will be selectable separately. Some maps can be selected with map effects such as free match rules. If map effects such as free match rules are selected, initial placement will be changed accordingly. Here's what we'll be able to select. No effect, haste, nullify. So no effect is just regular. Haste nullify, so we can turn haste off. We can turn CT up and down off. We can turn quicken off, courage off, area attack resist plus 30, and reaction block rate plus 100. I'm hoping that there's more things coming at some point. If this is just the first wave, it's a great first wave, especially quicken and haste nullify. That changes things a lot. Courage nullify, I would like to see re-raise nullify as well as an option. Still, courage nullify is nice. AoE resist 30, yeah, that's what? Okay, so that makes big AoE attackers less prevalent. Again, making people still think a little bit harder about who they're going to pick. Then reaction block rate plus 100. I probably just turn that on every time. Anyway, changes to allow guild battle proxy play up to 15 times each month. Hey, if you like to proxy play, you can do it 5 more times now. Improvement to performance of high-speed expedition function. This is low-key a really big one. Here we go. High-speed expedition of Chocobo Expedition via Vizior will be discontinued. You can no longer spin Viz to do high-speed Chocobo Expedition. Awesome. I hope no one was doing that anyway, and its functionality will be replaced via use of a specific item. In addition, the daily usage count of expedition tickets will go from 5 to 30. So that's 6 times more tickets you could use a day on Chocobo Expedition. If you've been hoarding like the 10-hour skip or the gold tickets, you know, you're going to use them quick. So, especially during collaborations where you have 2, 3, 4 collab units that you're trying to build really quickly, if you have a bunch of Chocobo Expedition tickets, there's a ton of extra shards on the table here by going from ticket skips 5 to ticket skips 30. Also, the usage limit of expedition tickets will not increase based on royal rank. So no longer will people who have spent more money have better access to Chocobo Expedition. This is a big update. Here's another one. Addition of expedition tickets 2 hours to some metal exchange shops. So in case you were going to run out of the really cheap tickets, which I probably have a quadrillion of, there are 2-hour expedition tickets added to the Friend Metal Exchange Shop and Guild Metal Exchange Shop with no limit. So everybody can do this thing as long as you can get those medals. You can confirm this by going to this place. Okay, so that's a big upgrade. We're not done. We're not done. This is going to be another 20-minute video. Limited guild battle. So starting on the 22nd, the 22nd is an awkward date. That is actually this Saturday. We're going to have limited guild battles rolling in. So what's the limited guild battle situation here? 22nd to the 31st. We'll have the day before to get ready. Mock will starting on the 21st as well. Here's the map. Fortress 4 map effects, light and wind units HP up. Obviously that is for the new collaboration units. You will have had a couple of days to build them up by that point if you are rushing it. Otherwise, hey, light and wind ain't hurting for units. So that looks like that's it though. It's going to be Fortress 4, which is a cool looking map with that effect. Is there any further limitations? Yes, it's a total cost limitation, 570 or less. Now keep in mind, this will have the buffs to cost limited vision cards or job limited vision cards where they're cheaper to use. So expect to see a little bit more of that worked in there. And then so on and so forth, just a bunch more stuff about the normal guild battle stuff. All right, classifications of jobs that are activation requirements for party effects. Yes, job list upgraded. So new jobs are in the game. They're updating the job list for vision cards. Frontline War of the Visions. This is usually what comes with updates. I wonder if we'll be getting one of these every week now because of how much is getting crammed into every update. So greetings players. We hope you're enjoying the game. Yes, thank you. Anyway, Truststone Shine Sand, we already talked about that. Additional improvements, friendly match, map types being a selectable, good. Chocobo Expedition, we talked about that. Story quest, a function that allows you to register and create a shortcut for your favorite story quests will be added. Hey, all right. So if you have quests that you like to farm specifically, and I do, and I always forget what they are and end up just farming the latest quest I did, you can now save those quests. That should have been there for a long time ago, but better late than never. I'll take it. Future updates, guild battles, a function that allows for mock battles against all defense parties to be performed all at once with the battle results viewable. Really nice for like people who are testing out their guild teams. Total attack and magic will be displayed on the guild battle party formation screen. Okay, and that's it. So this is probably a preview of what we're getting very soon, or sooner than we would have before. And then if you want to know what I think about the producer's letter, I have an entire other video that I released before I went to bed last night about that. Go check it out. It is officially Final Fantasy V collaboration week. So good luck on your polls. I'll see y'all live to maybe not today. I don't know what my today is weird. I'm going to try to do my normal War of the Visions Monday stream. So hopefully I see you there. If not, I'll see you on Wednesday for new stuff. All right. Thank y'all. Have a great day and I'll catch you next time. Peace.